All right, says we are live. I am jumping in. We have a 32-26 game. Chris Paul with the ball dancing at the top, shoots a step back three, and that's good. That's the big thing that's changed about Chris Paul this his time with the Rockets is his being able to shoot him shooting these threes. He used to just shoot the mid range. Another turnover for Golden State. They got 11 turnovers in the first half. That is crazy. Chris Paul bringing the ball up, gets the screen for Capella. Looks like a little foul, but they get the switch with Iguodala. Iguodala's chasing around the screen. Chris Paul loses the ball out of bounds. Looked like he was trying to drop a pass off. Iguodala looks for a pass, gets it to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant comes around, shoots a pull-up jumper. That's no good. A terrible shot too. You're gonna shoot that, might as well make it a three. Harden has the ball at the top of the key, gives Klay Thompson. He gets to his left hand, gets the floater, but he misses the floater. A wide open floater too. Kevin Durant dribbling the ball against two people, looks to travel, gets to Klay Thompson, and of course that's money. And we get a timeout. So we got 35-29 game. Uh, is the pace of this game is kind of weird. Like it doesn't have a good pace to it yet. Does not have a good pace to it yet. So I got this series going. I actually had this series going 7 games. I know that's probably like that'd be an upset for people if it actually went that. I just think that and I also think that there's an ability for the Warriors to wear down by the end of this series. I want to see Houston is interesting because against the Warriors, I don't. They shouldn't run as much pick and roll, but they have to actually attack the defense, and that's a problem. A lot of the times they don't attack the defense; they just swing it around or just go straight ISO and don't look to pass. And with that against the Warriors, that's why they missed so many threes against the Warriors because they just shoot stand still contested threes instead of those threes where they broke the defense down and you get an open shot. Harden is going against I gets the switch against Draymond. Step back jumper is good. This step back jumper. If y'all watching, y'all like it and like the video for me. And what's up, Chris Rayner? Durant gets the ball at the top of the key, gets the ball to Draymond. Draymond with the mid-range jumper, and it drops in. But that's a shot. That's a shot that you definitely have to live with if you the Rockets. If Draymond Green's going to hit mid-range jumpers and hit shots, then you gonna die anyway. The pass from Nene, but Nene wasn't ready, but he still gets the little finger roll with his right hand. That's good. Steph Curry brings the ball up the court, gets a little screen from Draymond, gets it to Draymond. Nene's playing Draymond out high, which is smart because they'll use him to screen. Klay Thompson with a long three-pointer, and that's good. James Harden is bringing the ball up the court. Double screen. Good pass to Nene and a post fake, but he gets the foul. It's one of those fouls where they wait to see if it goes in, and then they call it if it doesn't. I don't like that. Either it's a foul or it's not a foul. Definitely a foul. They should have just called it from the start, but and we got a 40-34 game. Then they hits the first one, so 40-35. We got 5:35 left in the second quarter. They hits the second one, so we got a 40-36 game. And the Rockets got those guys with a lot of experience. Like Lene's been in a lot of playoff series. Steph Curry gets the switch onto Lele and just shoots the three, and that's good. Some of these threes from the Warriors are barely hitting the net. Harden got the ball, gets the screen from House. Yeah, Steph Curry on him. Straight ISO, going left. Great pass out the House, and that's good from the corner three. And that's the shots that Houston needs to get. They need to get these corner threes, wide open shots instead of getting those contested shots. House against Kevin Durant, he just shoots over the top, and that's good too. There's no way you can stop Durant if you don't make him dribble the ball. Harden gets the screen, gets it to House. House is on the run. That's definitely a foul. Looked like Curry was falling, and he just was like, "Oh, let me foul so he don't get a bucket." What up, Marlowe's corner? Harden with the ball at the top of the key against Draymond Green. Gets the screen from House. So now you got Harden on Steph Curry with a nice crossover, step around. Didn't get the shot off. I think they forgot that you get 14 seconds after these loose ball things and not a full 24 shot clock. Harden has it at the top of the key, gets a little brush screen, but it doesn't really affect him. One on one against Klay Thompson. Step back jumper is good. Wow, that's a big shot. Nice travel by Iguodala. Another travel by Iguodala. They don't call it. He gets the layup. They got a 49-42 game. Chris Rader, you a LeBron fan, man? Yeah, I don't really do. I'm not really that big of a LeBron fan, even though he's from from the Cleveland area. Yeah, that flagrant foul. Shut up, Mark Jackson. All right, Eric Gordon gets the ball into the lane, shoots a floater, and gets the foul call. Some of these fouls have been just awful. I don't understand how that's a foul call. And Draymond Green just got teed up. You could always expect Draymond Green to cry though. Is you from out there, LA, Chris Rainer, or you just like LeBron? And yeah, it's not soft calls, it's weird calls. Like they calling a lot of these calls late. Like they looking to see if the ball go in, and if it go in, they gonna hold their whistle. But if it don't, then they go call a foul. It's weird. 49-44 game with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. 3:09. Steph Curry coming downhill, gets double screen, against Capella, gets into the hole, and makes the left hand layup. Good layup. Used his body to shield it away from Capella. Chris Paul gets the screen from Eric Gordon. Now you got Steph Curry on him 1-on-1. Chris Paul gets it to Capella, who gets it to Harden, and they're just going to run an ISO. Step back, and he misses it. But that actually should have been a foul, too. He definitely was in his landing space when he did it. But the reason why they probably didn't call the offensive foul, the foul on Harden there because he pushed off before he did the step back. Definitely a foul though. Definitely a foul on the shot. You have to get a player space to land. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was still tainted from him leaving the first time. Not that I hated him when he left, but it's just different. Yeah, it is. It's definitely weird not having LeBron in his playoffs for sure. Definitely weird. I am a Cavs fan, so that's my favorite team. So I have no rooting interest for real in this playoffs. Um, I just want to be right. I picked all the series. I ain't get to do a pod. We ain't get to do our podcast for like the second round, but I got I got Bucks at 7, uh, Bucks at 7, Raptors at 7, Nuggets at 7, and Warriors at 7. So, but my favorite team is the Cavs. I think. Toronto is going to win it all. And I've been wrestling with Toronto and Milwaukee because I think the Warriors going to flame out in the finals. I just think I remember. I think it's going to be like how when the Lakers didn't win in '04, when teams just been to the finals that many times. Like this about to be a fourth straight finals. Fourth straight finals for everybody except for Durant, and I just think they're gonna burn out. I can't see unless Kevin Durant. It's gonna take Kevin Durant averaging like 40 a game in the finals for them to win, especially if they play Toronto. That's gonna be tough. It's crazy though because I could easily see them losing this series against the Rockets, but I can't trust James Harden enough to pick them to win. Man, what man? You like literally we actually watched the first half of the game 7. We watched it downtown at the casino. It was so packed downtown. Like it literally took us like we was going to my friend's house. He stayed like 5 minutes from downtown. When we left at halftime, it literally took us like 25 minutes to get back to the house, back to his house to like finish watching the second half. Then we went right back downtown. It was like literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people after that game 7. So crazy. Got House into the lane. He passes back out to Chris Paul. Chris Paul goes downhill, passes to House. House with the open three, and it rattles in and out. That's a good shot, though. That's the type of shots that they need to get. Durant coming around the screen, good strip. But Draymond Green gets it back to Durant. He makes it, of course. Kevin Durant jumper this postseason has just been something crazy. Like he never really he shoots it that well in the postseason. Aaron Gordon out to Aaron Gordon for three, and that's good. A lot of 3-point makes in this first half, and the Rockets started off horrible shooting. Aaron Gordon is 1 for 7. Look to him to have a big second half. Good slip screen, but good steal. Harden against Durant. Crossover, step back, but he doesn't shoot it. Passes it to the corner and gets it back. I actually don't mind this matchup if Durant's gonna actually defend because he got the lift to bother the step back. Got Steph Curry switched back onto him. They double. Good trap. That's a great trap by Kevin Durant. Great trap. And that once you get the switch, you gotta if you're a house and Kevin Durant second you now, you gotta go further into the corner. You can't just sit at the top the short corner. Gets it to Durant against House. He goes left. He loses the ball. Chris Paul gets it up to oh no, it was PJ Tucker to Chris Paul. Chris Paul shoots the wide open three and nails it. 53-50 game with 38 seconds left. So many turnovers from Golden State. Steph Curry with a nice little crossover, but he loses the ball. You got James Harden gets it to Eric Gordon, wide open three, and we got a tie game, 53-53. With 22 seconds up in the second quarter. Yeah, I'm telling you, look for if Eric Gordon's going to get good looks in the second half, look for him to get out of his shooting slump. You got Durant one-on-one against PJ Tucker. Crowd is up on his feet. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Iguodala gets the screen, gets it to Iguodala, and that looked like an offensive foul. Oh, they called a block. Okay, he might have had a foot in the restricted area. So Iguodala to the free throw line with 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Yeah, I think we could have won some games, but we should have won some games anyway in the finals last year. But it's crazy. But it's still it's always amazing, like to me, like how LeBron's able to affect the game even when he's not playing at his best. Yeah, Iguodala misses the first free throw. Iguodala is an underrated, terrible free throw shooter, by the way. Misses the second one. Harden is walking it up the court, shoots it from half court, misses it. So we got a tie game at halftime. 53-53. Harden has 16, but he had to have a lot of free throws, man. So we got halftime. I am going to take a slight break. I need a bathroom break. I will be back though. All right, y'all. I'm back, and I watched a good amount of the draft. Chris, right, if you still in here, um, I don't know. I like the Cardinals draft. I think they actually wanted to put like good weapons around their damn quarterback, which they didn't do last year, and they gave up on that guy so fast. But they didn't give him the same chances that they about to give Kyler Murray. Weird, but happy for Kyler Murray though. Because he'll actually go there. He'll have good draft, have good receivers, good young receivers to build with and grow with. Kyler Murray, he was from Oklahoma. He just got drafted there. And then they traded Josh Rosen, the quarterback that they drafted last year. They traded him to the Dolphins. Yeah, they drafted Murray first. Yeah, I was just well, I didn't really like sit and watch it. It was just more so in passing, or like I would check my phone and see like who got drafted where. Cause like my team, of course, I'm a Cleveland sports fan, so the Browns ain't have a first round draft pick, and so I didn't really like too much care until like the second round came. So I was like in passing. And then once we got the player that I thought I wanted us to get in the second round, I didn't really care no more. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about him either. I I see with Baker Mayfield, I was different. Like I knew, like, all right, just because he's short, it don't matter. He's gonna be a star. But with Kyler Murray, he is too small, and he's a. I don't know. I need to see it. I wasn't too crazy about Russell Wilson either, but look at how he turned out. Yeah. Did y'all traded y'all first round draft pick for Maury Cooper, right? Shit, you should have what you call it? You should have been watching for the Skins. They had a nice draft. Uh, that's why I'm out here right now. I stay in DC. The Skins had a nice little draft. Drafted quarterback from Ohio State. Drafted his one of his receivers. Drafted a good little backup running back, dude from Oklahoma. They got a nice little squad going. Yeah, I want to see how this second half play out. Wonder if Houston could get like if Houston could get this game, it'll put a lot of pressure on Golden State. Them games, no, see they. I don't even think they care if I don't think they care if Homeboy come back because Haskins. I think they if he shows up like in shape and plays well in the training camp, I think they gonna just want to start him anyway. But yeah, I like y'all division minus the Giants. I don't know what the fuck the Giants doing. I like the Eagles still though. I think they're gonna be decent this year. I like y'all team. Uh, I hope y'all drafted a damn safety so y'all don't have to see Jeff Heath no more. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting series, man. Even though I don't think either team can make it to the finals, the Nuggets versus the Trailblazers. Yeah, y'all do. Definitely a good defense, especially that y'all front seven. Front seven is nasty. The rookie y'all drafted was nice, real nice. I can't think of his name. The linebacker though. Man, am I ready for it? I'm trying to see if I'm gonna stay at home and watch it or what I'm gonna do for it. But I can't wait, man. That's gonna be, whew, that's gonna be insane. That's gonna be insane. I need to look up that undercard and see who's on that undercard. But I don't even. It don't really too much matter because that's gonna be fight of the year candidate already. Already, I can already feel it. But I feel crazy. I think Jacobs gonna get. I think he gonna get knocked out late. I don't know why. I got this feeling. Yeah, I think he just been fading late. I mean, he been fading in his last fights to me, and I don't know. I need to see more from him. Maybe he gonna show a different level. He gonna level up this time against Canelo. 'Cause I thought he had everything that he needed for the to win the fight against Triple G. Yeah, Virgil. I need to see more of Virgil Ortiz. I only seen him like twice or three times, and I know that's one of Trey X's favorite prospects. So I need to see. I definitely need to see him more. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him getting dropped, but not KO. And Saddam Ali back on this. He went back to welterweight, which is good. He should have never. His ass should have never been above welterweight in the first place. And some people like Lamont Roach. I'm not. I didn't really like him too much when I seen him last. Yep, it's a big week of a big week of boxing though. Big week for boxing. Big week for boxing tomorrow. Big week for playoffs. We got the start of a new series. Hell, I wasn't expecting the Celtics to do what they did earlier, but I ain't gonna overreact to that game either. Damn, Toronto a 6 point favorite tomorrow. That's steep. Yeah, no, that the Friday night card was a great card, and then the Saturday night card was a good card. But that Friday night card was amazing, especially that Doheny and whatever his name what's the guy Roman Daniel Roman and Doheny fight. Whoo, that was a war, man. I was so shocked because I had seen both of them dudes fight before, and I thought it was decent, but like that style the style clash made that a perfect fight. Yep, Harden up to his usual 4-14 from the field. So terrible field goal percentage, but get to the free throw line. All right, we are back from halftime. Got Harden on the wing with the ball, gets it to PJ Tucker, gets it to Chris Paul at the free throw line. They do a little inside screen. That's good deep by Draymond Green to stop that play from happening because it would have been a wide open shot for Capella. Eric Gordon gets it on the baseline, gets clapped up by Steph Curry. They call a late foul a bullshit foul. Yeah, Harden was 4-14, but he got 16 points, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 of 9 from the three. But not terrible, but not good either. Yeah, that was a bad call on Steph Curry. He looked like he played real good defense. They get the switch, gets the ball to Harden. Eric Gordon gets out of the way. Harden goes right in. Throws a weird pass to Capella, but gets the rebound or like a offensive rebound and then puts it back up. So 55-53. Houston up. They get the ball to Iguodala. Iguodala goes straight to the hole. They call the follow Chris Paul. Yeah, they could do that. They could do that just about every time if Chris Paul's going to check Iguodala. Iguodala gets into Draymond. The back screen for Iguodala for Steph Curry. Steph Curry gets the ball. He got Harden on him. Goes right around him. Draymond Green just left wide open and he misses, of course. Harden coming back down. Harden with an open three from 3-point line, but he's crying for a foul instead of just shooting the shot regularly. See, that's what we talk about. Harden just plays for these fouls sometimes. Good backdoor, but PJ Tucker snipped it out and stole it. Rockets got some really smart defenders. Both of these teams have really smart defenders who can see plays happening before it's executed. So we got Chris Paul, Capella screen. What was that? Chris Paul, it looked like he lost the ball off the backboard. Gets it to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant with a nice spin move and a pull-up jumper. No good. PJ Tucker with a good box out. Gets it to Harden. Harden gets it to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon to the hole and for the layup. 57-53 game. Good pass ahead by Harden to Eric Gordon. Steph Curry has it. He's going one-on-one against Capella. Crossover, cross back over, gets it back and shoots the three. No good this time. Chris Paul with the ball, pushing it up slowly. Gets it to Eric Gordon, who gets it to PJ Tucker in the corner for three. No good. Looked like it got blocked maybe by Draymond Green. Klay Thompson now has the ball, bringing it up against PJ Tucker. Blows by PJ Tucker and makes the and one layup. Good move by Klay Thompson. Good looks, Chris Rader. Real good move from Klay Thompson to the hole and gets the and one layup. And he makes the free throw as well. So now we got James Harden bringing the ball up the court. Harden gets the switch. Nope, they don't switch this time. Ooh, nice crossover move on Iguodala, but Durant just throws it back to the 3-point line. Got Klay Thompson up head and shoots a three, no good. And Capella goes over the back to get the rebound, so they call a foul on Capella. That they actually could have let that one go too because he was over the back, but he stuck his arm out and grabbed the ball before he even touched him. It's a great block by Kevin Durant. I don't know why Harden just didn't. It was close to a goaltend, but it looked like a clean block to me. I don't know why Harden just didn't lay the ball up with his right hand. I hop on. I just need to get the links in. I hop on. Okay, KD got it. PJ Tucker is a good stop. Capella gets on Clay Thompson, like step back jumper, and that's good. So Golden State back up 58-57. Chris Paul used the screen for Capella. Got Draymond Green versus Chris Paul. Chris Paul got the ball. He's backing him out. Like step back. Oh, nice blow by and uses his body to get a foul. So Chris Paul going to the free throw line. I feel like 2 years ago, Chris Paul wouldn't have been able to blow by Draymond Green as much. He's lost the kind of step on his. He's lost a step on defense. He's still amazing on defense though because of his instincts. Instincts are one of a kind. And we got one made free throw for Chris Paul. So we got Tiger at 58-58. Durant in the post. Good strip by Chris Paul. Now this time they call a foul on the strip. I don't. You don't have to reach in like that. You just gotta make him dribble. That's the problem. They're not making him Kevin Durant dribble the basketball. And if he can just turn and shoot, this is going to be an easy. It's an easy shot. So he makes one of two free throws. A lot of free throw misses from great free throw shooters. Harden gets the ball to House. Way to stop the ball from going out of bounds, but misses the three. House is getting a lot of good open looks, but can't really convert on them. And a blow by and dunk by Kevin Durant. He's just been on another level in these playoffs. 61-58. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Chris Paul got it at the top of the key going against Klay Thompson. Nice crossover, but he kind of loses the ball. Crossover again into the lane. Pass out to PJ Tucker. Pass out to James Harden, who shoots a long step back and he front rimmed it. Kevin Durant gets the rebound, gives it to Steph Curry. Steph Curry gets a screen from Draymond. Is on House, but he kind of slips. Now he shoots a step back, and that is short. So you got James Harden bringing the ball up the court. Looking, nice little crossover between the legs, steps back, like little blow by gets to Eric Gordon, who makes the deep three. So 61-61. Deep three from Eric Gordon. That's three. He's made three of his last four threes. Kevin Draymond Green with the blow by and the layup. James Harden has to play better defense than that. Chris Paul bringing it up the court. Gets the switch onto Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant with his hand up. Nice three from Chris Paul, no good. Gets it up to Kevin Durant, and that's another dunk. 65-61 game. There's nothing anybody can do about that. When you miss that shot, if it's Kevin Durant, the one leaking out, it's pretty much going to be a layup or a dunk. You got Kevin Durant and Draymond Green looking like they're having some type of hard conversation, but this was great defense, good leak out, great pass from Steph Curry, and a dunk. Man, you got people on Twitter talking about, oh, they arguing over something. Like, two dudes can't discuss something without it being an argument. Yeah, basketball. I would say so. Growing up, it was football, but that changed. I think when I was like 16, basketball became my favorite sport. They go basketball, football, then boxing, or football and boxing sometimes equal. Now I'd probably say I'm a little bit more into football. Even though my kids can never play, my kids can't play football. What do I have the most knowledge in? Basketball, easily. Basketball, easily. But I know a lot about football too, though, because I played it so long. Like I know more about the history of basketball, and I know more about like structurally everything in football. Having played so long, and we played. I played offense and defense when I played football, so I know like different schemes and stuff like that too. So Harden back, and that's terrible. James Harden, really terrible. Harden brings the ball up the court, gets it to Iman Shumpert. Look at that. Gets it over to PJ Tucker. Tucker gets the switch on to Draymond. Now Klay Thompson gets back. That's a good help. Harden into the hole, gets it back, and a good trap. Iguodala threw it to Klay Thompson, who was wide open but wasn't looking. So now back on the Rockets. Harden, good pass out to House. House misses the corner three, but he was out of bounds. PJ Tucker, 28. Wow, he's played 28 minutes already? Jeez. But he got 0 points and 4 fouls. This ain't a series for him. Good pass to Iguodala, who why did he take a dribble? Should have been just a lay. It should have been a catch, pump fake, layup. This dribble that he took was totally unnecessary. But having a real good game defensively. Misses the first free throw. Again, terrible, sneaky, underrated, terrible free throw shooter. won the Finals MVP, which he should have had. Actually, I think by heart to heart, LeBron should have won that Finals MVP or Steph Curry. But that's another story. Just because you win, don't mean you gotta have a Finals MVP. We see Jerry West win. Gets it to Iman Shumpert, wide open three, and that's short. That's not Iman Shumpert's game though, especially not on top of the key three. Shumpert on Durant gets in the hole, but he loses the ball. I guess he wanted a foul. Harden brings it up. Got Iguodala. Good alley oop to Capella, and that's a easy 2-pointer. Probably the best that's plays looked all game. So Steph Curry draws the foul against House after he gets into the lane. Where's the communication? Oh yeah, Iguodala just got beat too bad. But Draymond, you still have to sack. He thought he what he thought was he thought he was gonna be able to tip that pass. He still has to just hang back. You got to make Harden finish at the hole. Can't give up the dunk. Of course, Steph Curry makes both. So we got 68-63 game with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Harden gets the double screen, still has Durant draped all over him. Good contest for Durant, but that's a good shot from James Harden. 66-68. Durant gets the pull up three in transition, but he misses it. Capella gets the rebound, gets it back to Harden. House, they switch and get Harden on Steph Curry. They get a foul call on Steph Curry. Steph Curry got to have about 4 or 5 fouls. And this is a foul that you just don't have to commit. You're already in front of him. You don't have to reach him. That's a carry, by the way. Yeah, you don't. Why are you putting your arm on him? Like, just play defense. Just slide your feet. You had good position on him. Just use your feet to stay in front of him. You don't need to put that arm on him. So Steph is going to sit down with 4 fouls, 12 points, 3 for 8. And they are going on breaks. 68-67 game. So really good step back. Yeah, Shumpert does not need to be shooting jump shots from outside of the quarter. There's a bunch of players in this game like that, though. Daniel House is another one. PJ Tucker, Iguodala. Iguodala is clearly the X factor, though, and probably like seeing him out there versus when he not out there, you can see why it was a closer series last year when he wasn't in the games. Yeah, this game has actually been a little bit closer. I was expecting Golden State to come out in their first game and like try to like prove a point, but they haven't been able to like really take over this game. All right, he made the second free throw as well. Looney with a nice pass to Draymond. He makes the layup. Really good pass. But you gotta find why are you double teaming Looney? Durant bringing it up the court against against Joe Green, gets the bump, gets to the free throw line, but misses it. Rims in and out. He thought for sure he had an air one. Absolutely no reason to double team this. I just don't like what I'm seeing from the Rockets offense. Gets it to Livingston. Livingston trying to get his patented fadeaway, but doesn't get it. And Harden gets the rebound, and they call a foul. Livingston trying to go in for a steal. Hey Ross, that's funny. Lil Shay gonna be a little headache for y'all. Man, I don't get some of these calls. That's a foul, but like it's playoff basketball. Like, are we gonna really call these ticky tack fouls? Harden makes the first, so we got 69-72 game. It's a very low scoring game. I just thought about that. Very low scoring for Rockets Warriors, a Western Conference playoff. But these teams pretty much know each other and know what each other want to do. Okay. Durant got it at the top of the key, gets Capella, go shoots the three, but they get the foul call because Capella slightly reached in. Durant shoots as soon as he reached in, and that's gonna be a 3 point, a three shot foul. Yep, it's a foul. Why are you in there reaching anyway? You are never gonna get that steal. So what's the point of you reaching? So we got a 73-70 game. And hits the third. So he made two out of three. So we got 74-70 game. Chris Paul has just been getting attacked by Kevin Durant. It looked like he self-destructed on that last play and just threw the ball out of bounds. Draymond Green pushing the ball. What was the foul? What was the whistle? Just self-destructed. Durant in the post against House and shoots the one-legged floater, and that's good. One-legged turnaround jumper. I mean, nah, Chris Randall. My homies be trying to get me into been trying to get me into Game of Thrones for like 5 years now. And I just every time I've tried to watch it, I've tried to watch episode one like 4 times. And I just either fall asleep, just not pay attention, lose interest, all that. Like I like the little I think I watched season six, the first episode of season six, and I actually liked it, but every time I just try to start, I just can never like get into it. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I said I was gonna just watch, wait till after it's done, and just watch it then. Kevin Durant, see, just taking over this game. Good pass to Capella back out to Gerald Green for a wide open three. Houston needed that shot in the worst way. 73-78. Needed that shot. Kevin Durant back in the post. Two dribbles, little turnaround, good pass to Livingston out to Iguodala. Wide open three, and he makes the corner three, of course. That's what most of the guys in this league is good at. They're good at the corner threes. Cannot give up wide open corner threes in this league. Chris Paul against Livingston. Little crossover, little step back. And makes it. Wow. Great step back three from Chris Paul. Do they get Chris Paul with a technical? It looks like they got it with a technical. Yeah, or they got Mike D'Antoni with a technical because he's complaining. He's rightfully complaining on a lot of these shots. The 3-point attempts for Chris Paul and James Harden. There's somebody in the landing space in every shot, like this. Yeah, where can he land? Like there's nowhere to land on this shot. Oh, so Chris Paul got the first one, and now Mike D'Antoni gets the second one. So they just giving the Golden State 3 points. And they hit both of the technical free throws, so we got an 83-76 game. But I bet if they shoot another contested just shot, if somebody lands on if somebody's under them, they're going to get a foul call. So we got Draymond Green with it at the top, gets the screen for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant gets his one-on-one with Capella. Looks like they're shading with Chris Paul. He's already up at the top. They get the ball into the corner to Iguodala. Iguodala gets it to Livingston in the mid-range. He gets it blocked by Gerald Green. Gerald Green is off to the races. And, he loses the ball and it gets saved. But Chris Paul gets a great steal. Gets it to House, but he gets it back to Chris Paul and the time runs out in the quarter. A weird ending to that quarter. I am going to take a slight break. I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm back. We got an 85-76 game. If this game get out of hand, which I don't expect it to, I'll probably shut down because I need a got a meeting later at 7. Chris Paul comes around the corner, passes it to PJ Tucker. Aaron Gordon loses the ball but gets it back. He passed to Capella. Capella with a left hook shot, but he misses it. Steph Curry with the ball coming up the court. Gets into trouble. Gets it to Livingston. Livingston gets it to Klay Thompson. Steph Curry 1-on-1 against Capella. Gets it to McKinney. McKinney with the three. No good. And Looney looks like he knocks it out of PJ Tucker's hand. So Otto Looney, Rockets ball. It's been a nice little extended rest for James Harden. Okay, Chris Paul gets the screen for Nene. Chris Paul on Looney. Nice mid-range jumper, and that's good. That's Chris Paul's bread and butter shot right there. Get into the lane, shoot a nice mid-range jumper. 78-85 game. Chris Paul is 15 points, 5 and 9. We got a myriad of turnovers. Steph Curry to the hole and makes a contested layup over Daniel House. Aaron Gordon bringing the ball up the court against Aaron Kitty. Gets into the lane and makes a layup and one. Good move by Aaron Gordon. He needs to stay more aggressive. All right, we got an 87-83 game. Warriors up. What is that going on outside? Do you see it? I think it's up the block. Yeah, that's a harassment waiting there.
Oh, okay, this is turning out so far.
I do something. Yeah, the Chris Paul is weird, man. Chris Paul does some weird things on the basketball court. Hey, yep, I think so. Chris Paul got to take way more shots than he's taking. 9 shots isn't enough. You got 2 creators on the team, and you need your creators to be the ones that's taking the shots, especially in these type of games. Hard is doing what he can, but he needs that extra pressure taken off of him. Oh yeah. Let's see. Right. They've been doing a lot of trying to. Rockets been doing a lot of picking to try to get Steph Curry on Harden. It's been mildly successful. Capella is minus 15 in this game. If Capella had been playing better in this game, then that would have they'd have been a much better. They'd have been at a much better rate. Capella isn't playing good defensively or offensively. I would have actually liked to see them go to Lele a little. Yep, they're going back to Lele right now. Steph Curry or Lele on Steph Curry. James Harden on Iguodala. Iguodala shoots the top of the key three. Misses, of course, and that's out on Klay Thompson. He almost had it, but out on him. Man, Nene a vampire, man. He still look young. Like he got a little grays in his hair, but he still looked the same as he did when he came in the league. That's crazy. And he still can play a little bit too. Still can play. Okay, got James Harden bringing up the court. 9 minutes left. Chris Paul gets it to Eric Gordon with a deep three, and he misses it. And Lele locks it out of bounds. So we got a side out. Iguodala is going to give it to Steph Curry, who's going to walk it up the court, get them into their offense. Looks like he's going to get a double screen from Looney and Iguodala. Gets the switch, but Harden gets back. Harden one-on-one against Steph. They're going to great defense from Chris Paul. And James Harden is going to, jump ball. Iguodala is real good at getting his hands in there and just creating those defensive plays. Jump ball, steals. Yep. He showed it and he never moved it, and Iguodala just went straight in. And Iguodala wins the jump ball barely, by the way. We got Kevin Durant bringing it up the court. He gets the switch on to Lele. Little crossover, little cross back over, little pull up jumper is no good. Iguodala gets the offensive rebound though and gets the layup. We got an 89-83 game. Iguodala's come up big in this game so far. James Harden to the cup, passes out, gets the pass back, one-on-one against Looney with the step back three, no good. But PJ Tucker with a hell of a rebound. And he gets fouled by Iguodala. Looks like Iguodala and Durant are having a conversation right now. Durant has had a couple shots go in and out in this second half. And they get another foul. Houston's getting real close to the bonus already. And Steph Curry, that's 5 on him. Looked like he hit all ball. Harden 1-on-1 against Iguodala. Great help defense from Looney, but they call a foul, and that's 3 team fouls. I don't know who that foul was on, but it definitely wasn't on Looney. It definitely should have been on Looney. He looks like he got a clean block. Yeah, I don't know who this foul is on. Yeah, that's a terrible foul. This is one of those weird games when it's one of those weird games where both teams have a gripe with the refs, and they're probably both right. Harden 1-on-1 against Looney. Little step in, little step back, being raised jumper is good. We got an 87, 89 game. That's the one thing about Harden is in certain games he will not stop shooting. Draymond attacks, gets it to Iguodala. Iguodala gets it to Clay. Clay is going to attack Eric Gordon. Little step back, turn around, no good. Eric Gordon's going to get it over to James Harden. Was coming down here with a little step back, dribbles off his own leg, left hand gets into the lane, gets it out to PJ Tucker, who wasn't ready to shoot. Chris Paul gets it back to James Harden against Looney. Looney's playing pretty good defense actually on James Harden, who front rims it, but PJ Tucker gets fouled on the offensive rebound. But they don't call it, so it's out on PJ Tucker. And we get a timeout to gather everybody. That actually looked like this is actually both times it was really good defense against from Looney on Harden, but Harden is just allowed to push off. Tucker is probably reluctant to take that shot because he's been very cold in this game. Harden has 29. Only shooting 29% from the field though. And 28 from three. If Harden could just be efficient in some of these games, like if in this game, if Harden had been efficient, they would actually be winning this game. Like he's just not efficient in this game. And you got PJ Tucker again. He's 0 for 4, but 4 shot. He 0 for 3 on 3. But that's the more alarming thing is that he only shot 3 point attempts, and those corner threes are his bread and butter. He needs to take those shots when he gets them. Capella has 4 points with 6 rebounds. He's just a non-factor in this game so far. Chris Paul has 15 points, but only has 3 assists. That's not going to cut it. It only shot 9 times. Like these, they just need to get more shots up. Iman Shumpert is 1 of 4 in this time. Um, Again, he shouldn't be taking shots unless they're pointing threes and they're wide open. So between House and PJ Tucker, they need to just shoot better. And Chris Paul needs to shoot more, and James Harden needs to do a little bit better as well. I think my TV is like a lot behind. Let's see if I can like get it sped up a little bit. This is ridiculous stuff. Yeah, we behind. So Ross, if you listen, I agree. They have been following him when he been behind the line shooting step back threes, but he fouls a lot too. I'm gonna have to go ahead and cop an antenna, even though this stream is so lovely. I need to get more sync. Okay. Wow, the Warriors are shooting 53% from the field. Steph Curry drives into the lane, gets it back. Actually, okay. Kevin Durant to the free throw line. I think this game will probably be a little bit better. Wow. Yeah, Durant has been missing free throws. He's at the free throw line right now. Makes the first one. So we got a 90-89 game. Yeah, Lene did a good job of defending, but it just isn't in him yet anymore. Then they put PJ Tucker at the 5 now, I have to believe. So we got Harden bringing the ball up the court. Aaron Gordon gets it on the side key, get checked by Durant. Little shake, little step back jumper, no good. Steph Curry is going to push. He has Aaron Gordon on him, gets it to Durant, who has Shepard on him, and he gets fouled. You just cannot, on any of these star players, you just cannot put your hands on them. Like, they're going to rip through. They're going to shoot as soon as they feel any type of contact. It's going to be a shooting foul. They're going to go to the free throw line. And Durant has learned to instead of Durant doing what he used to do, which is rip through, he's now just going straight up, and it's not a rip through. So we got a 92-89 game. Harden with it at the top, gets the screen. Again, more complaining about the refs. I mean, you can't really get mad because they just called the same call for you. And Chris Paul, of course, makes both free throws. Now we got Steph Curry coming up the court with the ball in his hand. Draymond gets it to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant gets it back to Steph. Kevin Durant against Chris Paul just shoots the turnaround jumper, and that's money. Golden State 94-91. James Harden with a step back jumper, and that is no good. Capella down there fighting for the offensive rebound, but doesn't get it. Draymond gets it to Steph Curry. Steph Curry gets Capella. Steph Curry going to slow it down. Gets it to Draymond. Draymond gets it to wide open Clay, and that is no good. But James Harden misses the rebound, gets it back to Clay. Clay misses that one. Eric Gordon finally gets the offensive rebound. Gets it to James Harden, who gets it back to Eric Gordon, and that is no good. There was no, they didn't have to rush these shots either. They had plenty of time. Again, there's nothing any of these players can do if all they do is if Durant is able to just turn and shoot, nobody can stop him from doing that. Especially none of the guys that's on the Rockets, they're all too short. What the fuck? Technical difficulties. All right, hopefully everything has been resolved on my end. Got 31 today, 10 to 21. More Capella mess ups in these games. And then they get a dunk off of it. Capella just played a normal game, then they will be up. Gordon with a long three, and he just bangs it. 96-94. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Eric Gordon with 27 points. 96-94. Gets it to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant shoots a fadeaway, and of course that's good again. Because why not? 98-94 game. Harden with it at the top against Iguodala. Little sidestep gets it back to Gordon. Gordon gets it back to Harden. Harden had an open three. Good pass to Capella, but Capella could not catch any shot. He did not catch these passes clean. He is having a very rough game because that is a dunk usually. If he just catches any of these, this is a great pass. Catch and dunk. Harden gets it at the top of the key against Iguodala, goes in and gets fouled. A lot of these calls have just been just wild, weird calls, and he misses a free throw in the clutch. And the second free throw he makes, so we got a 98-95 game with a minute 55 left. Durant gets it at the top, little jab step, little shot, and no good. Draymond gets the offensive rebound, which is a killer right here. A minute 30. Kevin Durant with a little drive and gets fouled. 98-95 game. Durant going to the line for 2 free throws. Again, no need to reach in there. No need to do that. Durant getting MVP stars 99-95. And we got 100-95 Golden State. Harden gets double. Harden still got it. Harden gets it back, gets fouled, shoots a three, stepped out of bounds. Looked like he got fouled for sure though. But Harden in the clutch. Misses a free throw, last steps out of bounds, doesn't even get a shot off. Durant with a rip through and a little floater, misses it, but they get another offensive rebound. Klay Thompson misses the jumper. Harden is going to bring it up the court. Look like Iguodala fouled Chris Paul. Harden gets into the lane and gets the and one. That's a big call. And they try to pick up James Harden, but this nigga was not trying to get up, I guess. Slides across the floor. That's not a foul, by the way. That can be called on every play of every game. It's not a foul. So we got 98, 100 again. Steph Curry with the step back on Nene, and that's good, and that's the clincher. 103-98. Steph Curry with the big shot. But why are you switching Nene onto Curry in those situations? First off, Nene shouldn't even be out there. Why is Nene in this game? You could have went small with PJ Tucker at center. It didn't make sense for him to be in the game in the first place. Big shot, though. Big shot. So we got a 103-98 game. So the Rockets, they go for the quick two and get a dunk. Harden gets a dunk. That'll definitely look good on his stat line. Again, we got a 198 game. Thank you. I'll take that into consideration, Prom. I will take that into consideration. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for me. Both of the stars with 35, but Harden is 9 of 27. Durant is 11 of 25. Good trap. Good trap. Oh, they get the steal. They get the steal. And James Harden has it. Step back. It's no good. Chris Paul gets it back out to the 3-point line. Gets it to Eric Gordon, but what happened? Oh, he stepped out of bounds. I don't understand why Chris Paul didn't just throw the ball back out. I think Chris Paul has been ejected from the game. Oh, he definitely got fouled. And then he gets immediately ejected. This is that's close. That's close. They've been calling that foul for Harden all year, and then they didn't call it. And Steph Curry hits the free throw, so we got a 104-100 game. This is a call that he's been getting all year with that landing in the space. And then that's a foul. Like flat out. If Draymond Green fouled him. It's not even a questionable call. It's a foul. You cannot jump into the shooter's body. You have to contend. You jump straight up. And they're going to get it and run the clock out. That's going to be one of those calls that it's going to be a controversy call, and they're going to talk about it all day tomorrow. Bullshit ended to a good game. But, I mean, the way the refs are calling it all game, that's the type of bullshit that was going to happen. You either don't call those fouls or you call them all the time, and when it happens, it happens. Like it was a step back. He jumped into him. He fouled him. He made contact with him. It should be Harden should have been at the line for 3 free throws. And then Chris Paul really gets fouled, and of course he's getting ejected because he had and of course, he's angry about everything, and he already had a technical because of the same thing. They just argued about that. Both teams both Mike D'Antoni and Chris Paul got technicals for it, and they still don't get the call at the end of the game. But great game, bullshit ending, and I am out. Until next time.